So we will define one class BCD. We will declare the variables A and B, and we will declare the public member functions by using the public colon. So whatever is defined after this, they all belongs, the access specifier for that functions will be public. So when we are defining the constructors, the constructor must have same name as that of the class. The class name is BCD. So we will define here one constructor BCD. The definition of constructor, remember it is having same name as that of the class. It does not have any return type, not even void. It is called automatically whenever the object of the class is created. So when we create the object BCD A1, this function will be called. If it is not a constructor, if it is a normal function, what happens? So when we create the normal function, we have to define the return type, the name of the function, and the parameters that we want to initialize. So using this get method also we can call initialize the variables, but we have to call this function. Okay, we will have to call this function a1.get, then only the function will be called. So the advantage of constructor is we did not go for calling this function to initialize the variables. As soon as we create the object a1, as we have created this object a1, this constructors will be called. The default constructors will be called automatically when we create the object of the class. Whereas for this function get, we will have to call this function. So now we have created one constructors BCD. We have created one object A1. As we have created the object A1, the constructors default constructors will be called. Now what is the parameterized constructors? When we pass parameter to the constructors, we pass some values to the constructors. So we will pass integer variables. So the integer variables are initialized to the variable A and E. So when we will pass this parameterized constructors will be called. So we have created one object A1. As we have created the object A1, the constructors will be called, it will show the value. When we create the object A2, the parameterized constructors will be called. Using the object A1, now we are calling the get function. So the get function will be called. So there are two ways, either by the functions we can call the methods, that is the object we can use it to call the methods, or to call the functions directly by declaring it as constructors. So when we are defining it as a constructor, it must have same name as that of the class. And we use the destructor to release the resources which are held by the objects. It is used to free the memory. So if you run the program, you will see the function is also called, constructor is also called. So default constructors is called, that is 2 and 3. Parameterized constructors are called 20 and 10 and 20, and then A and B are called, that is 22 and 33, and the last destructor is called. So remember it, destructor is called at the last. After calling all the functions, then the destructor is called. So now I hope you have understood, students, the concept of constructors and destructors. Yes, Ravindra Moite, have you got the concept clear? Okay, so remember it is having same name as that of the class. As soon as we create the object of the class, it is created automatically. There is also default constructor and parameterized constructors. In the parameterized constructors, we pass the values that will be initialized to the variables that we have defined. Default constructor does not carry any parameters. Both the parameters will not have any return type, not even void. Means the constructor will not return anything. That is also there. So like here, the function we can define here. So here get will have the return type like int. Now the function will return the sum of both the variables. So is returning the sum of the a and b. Okay. Now this function is returning the sum of a and b, whereas constructor will not have any return type. The constructors cannot return the values. So if you call the get function here, it is returning some integer variable, so we will have to use some integer variable like c to store the values. So the normal function will have return type like int. The return type for the function is int. The function is returning some integer variable. So what the function is returning, it is doing the addition of a and b, and it is returning the sum of the variable. So when the get function is called, it will return some integer variable. We will store that integer variable into some variable c, and we can print that c variable. Whereas in case of constructors, the constructor does not have return type, so we cannot return some integer values in the constructors. So default constructors 2 and 3, parameterized constructors 10 and 20. Sum of a and b is 5. You can see the function was having return type. It has done the addition of 2 and 3, and we have returned the value of a and b. And then the destructor is called. Now I hope the concept of constructor is clear.